poppin' family? It's your boy Cruz, aka Mr. What's Your Hustle, and welcome to the first edition of the What's Your Hustle Wrap-Up. A lot to talk about in boxing in the last week. We got booty cheeks from a Brooklyn legend. We saw Billy Goat headbutt her way to a disputed win. We got Jake, potential face of boxing Paul.
Got your hat.
And then we got whatever in the hell that was. These dudes really got Netflix looking like boxing after dark. It was a hell of a day for us boxing enthusiasts. I thoroughly enjoyed the entire event put on by Netflix, but I was extremely disappointed with the judging. Lucas Body versus Armando Casamonica. Judges gave it to Body. I went draw. Lucas was out here looking mad flat-footed, and the man from Italy, I thought, worked his opponent better, came forward, and stuck to the plan. So stop it. Draw. Shadeja Green versus Melinda WRAPUP. Judges gave it to Green. Again, I scored it a draw with a potential slight edge to WRAPUP. Shadeja came in the favorite and just didn't match WRAPUP's output. She seemed hesitant at times and almost surprised by Melinda's power. To me, she just didn't do enough to win. So stop. Draw. Niraj Goyat versus Whindersson Nunes. Jake MVP, Netflix, what is you doing?
What? I'm out, man.
Listen, my future daughter is of Indian descent. She got Punjabi blood. So believe me, when they tag this guy Goyat as the face of Indian boxing, I'm hyped. I'm in there. I'm texting my brown community, bale, we out here. And then he come in with that clown activity. Listen, man, I get it. He's already done so much for Indian boxing just by being here. But let's do a little better. Let's big up other fighters from India really out here working. Shout out to Gulraj Gully Pawar putting Punjab on the map. Now to the two best fights on the card. My guy Mario El Azteca Barrios defending his world strap against someone who proved himself to be a dog, Abel Ramos. While I had Barrios slightly edging Ramos for the win, fight was ruled a draw, and I'm cool with it. What a dog fight. Both fighters made a name for themselves in the casual public's eye that night. And of course, the most watched women's sporting event of all time, Big Brooklyn, Big Puerto Rican Queen, Amanda Serrano, and Katie Billy Goat somewhere in the mountains, Taylor. Talk about easily the most entertaining match on the card. What a heartbreaking decision in favor of Taylor. I thought Amanda landed the majority of the most damaging blows. She showed incredible heart and really proved to the world what makes her a true role model for anybody with dreams of being an athlete. I thought Katie led with her head during what seemed like the majority of the fight. She should have been penalized for it a little more than she was, but all in all, the fans won, right? Last but not least, Jake, face of boxing Paul, put the smackdown on the baddest man in the retirement home, Mike Tyson. Do I think it was scripted? Nah, I don't. Do I think Jake went easy on him? Absolutely. We all fell for the Kool-Aid, folks. The Netflix promo showing Mike boxing like an animal to a scene from him in the ring from like 1987. Stop! We fell for the Hollywood bait and switch. Halfway through the fight, I think he himself realized what we all chose to ignore. Mans is almost 60, moves like he's 60. And ultimately, Jake didn't want to hurt that man. All in all, Jake Paul got the win, put on the biggest boxing event in history off the back of Mike Tyson's name, got more eyes on women's sports than anyone ever, and truly progressed the sport. Jake Paul is good for boxing, love him or hate him. Do I think he can truly win a world championship in the future? Absolutely. He ain't there yet, and he himself knows that, but I think he'll get there. Mans is only 27. To wrap things up, here's my fantasy card for the next MVP showdown. Hear me out. Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor as the main, and Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor 3 for the co-main. Headlining in Ireland. Let's go to Ireland and let Amanda put the beats on in her own hometown. Other fights I like to see in general, Edgar Berlanga, my guy, big New York, big Puerto Rico, versus William Skull. Jake Paul already had the Netflix event looking like the United Nations.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Let's continue to show why boxing is such a global sport. Another exciting fighter that's caught my eye in the flyweight division, Scrappy Ramirez. There's been a lot of excitement in the smaller divisions. I think Scrappy Ramirez is right up there with them. Someone who comes forward, brings that action. Someone with the flyest fight outfits in the game. Love to see him go up in there with maybe a Fumalele or Fernando Martinez, who are both champions in his division and potentially be a layup for a potential BAM clash in the next year or two. Now, I could talk all day, but that's that on that for now. Support your boy at whatsyourhustle.com, and remember, in order to get to it, you gotta get through it.